Hello coders, in this video we are going to discuss sample method. This sample method is required during machine learning process. So during machine learning process, we may require to select random samples from our dataset. So for this purpose, we can use sample method. So let's get started. So let me first import pandas as PD. So import pandas as PD. Let me execute this cell. So to demonstrate sample method, I am going to use iris dataset, which is very well-known dataset that you can download it from the Kaggle or from my GitHub account. Link is given in the description of this video. So let me use iris dataset. So data equal to pd dot read underscore csv. So iris underscore code dot csv. Let me execute this cell. So data dot head. Let me display first 5 rows of this data set. As you can see over here. So our data set is having ID, sepal length in centimeter, sepal width in centimeter, petal length in centimeter, petal width in centimeter, and species. Let's use info method to get the information about the data set. As you can see over here, total we are having 150 rows. As you can see over here, total we are having 6 columns. Also we can see there is no any null values in our data set, and here data type for each and every columns. So 4 columns having float data type, and 1 column with integer data type, and 1 column with object data type that you can see over here, and memory usage for our data type, which is around 7.2 plus KB. So let me create cells. So now let's use value count method on this species column. We can use value counts method to find number of records in each category. So data species dot value counts, that you can see over here. So this way we can use value counts method to find number of records in each category, that you can see over here. Total we are having 3 categories: iris virginica, iris setosa, and iris versicolor. All are having 50, 50, 50 entries. So suppose if we want 100 samples from this dataset, then it may happen we can get samples only from iris virginica and iris setosa. No sample from this iris versicolor. To solve this problem, we can use sample method. So let's get started. So in this question, we have to fetch 5 random samples from the dataset. So let me use data.sample. So when we press shift tab over here, it shows different arguments supported by this sample method that you can see over here. Total we can pass 6 arguments in this sample method: n, frac, replace, weights, random underscore state, and axis. So let's discuss each and every arguments one by one. So I am going to use this n first. As you can see over here, by default value of n is none. Also we can check the docstring of this sample method. So sample method returns a random sample of items from an axis of object. Also we can use random state that we will discuss shortly. As you can see over here, n parameter, it can take integer value. It is also optional. So number of items from axis to return, please remember, cannot be used with frac argument. So these first 2 arguments we can't use together. Only we can use one of them. And please remember, by default value of n is 1. So if I directly execute this cell, as you can see over here, now it is displaying only 1 row because by default value of n is equal to 1. Also we can pass n is equal to 5. So every time we execute this cell, it gives us 5 random samples from our dataset that you can see over here. Currently I am running this cell again and again, that you can see over here. At every run, it gives us 5 random samples that you can see over here. Also we can pass any integer value over here that you can see over here. So now next question. We have to fetch 50% of data from the dataset. So let me use data.sample. Let me press shift tab over here. Now we are going to discuss this second argument, frac. So it can take floating point value. It is also optional. Fraction of axis items to return cannot be used with n. So we can use either this n or frac. We can't use both at the same time. So now let me use frac. So frac is equal to, we want 50% of data from the data set. So here we can write 0.50. Let me execute this cell. As you can see over here, now we are getting 50% of data because total we are having 150 rows and here we are getting 75, means 50% data, means 50% random samples. Let me execute this cell once again. As you can see over here, at every run it gives us random samples, 50% random samples from our data set that you can see over here. So this way we can use n and frac. So if I write n is equal to 2 or any integer value, as you can see over here, value error is generated. So let's check. So please enter a value for frac or n, not both, that you can see over here. So let me remove this n. As you can see over here, now we are getting 50% of data from the data set using this frac. So this way we can use n and frac. So next question, random state. So let me write data dot sample. Let me press shift tab over here to check the docstring of this sample method. So now we are going to discuss this random underscore state that you can see over here. It can take integer value, array-like. So now let's discuss random underscore state. So now let me use n is equal to 3. So when I execute this cell, it gives us 3 random samples from our data set. So as I said, if I execute it once again, at every run, it gives us 3 random samples because here we have used n is equal to 3. So if we write random underscore state to some integer number, you can use any integer number. Let me use 11. So it doesn't matter what the actual random underscore state number is, 10, 20, 11, 100, whatever. The important thing is that every time you use 11, you will always get the same output. So let me execute this cell. So every run, we will get same output that you can see over here, 112, 145, 133, that you can see over here. So let me remove this. So every run, it gives us random samples that you can see over here. So let me write random underscore state once again, 200. As you can see over here, now we are getting same samples that you can see over here. So this way we can use random underscore state with sample method. So next question, here we are going to discuss replace argument of this sample method. To explain you this concept, here I have created small data frame. So let me execute this cell. As you can see over here, it is having 2 columns with name and marks, and 5 rows 0 to 4. So let me write df1 dot sample. So let me press shift tab to check the docstring of this sample method. Here you can see replace, which is by default false. So it can take boolean value, true or false. By default value is false. So we can use replace method which allow or disallow sampling of the same row more than once. So let I show you this practically. So if I write here n is equal to 3, it gives us 3 random samples from this data frame that you can see over here. So if I write replace is equal to true, let me execute this cell. So let me execute it once again. As you can see over here, now we are getting 2 same samples that you can see over here because replace is equal to true. So as you can see over here, row is repeated, but if we write replace is equal to false, then it will never repeat the sample that you can see over here. At every run, we will get unique samples from the data frame. So now it will never repeat the sample. It will generate unique sample every time that you can see over here. Let me change to true. Now we can get that you can see over here. Now we can get same sample 2 times. Let me change it to false. Now it will generate unique sample every time that you can see over here. So this way we can use replace, which is by default false. So next question, access. Now here we are going to discuss access parameter of this sample method. So let me write data. So now we are going to use this dataset, iris dataset. So data dot sample, let me write n is equal to 5. We want 5 random samples from our iris dataset that you can see over here. Let me write axis is equal to 0. 5 random rows that you can see over here. By default value of axis is equal to none. It behaves like axis is equal to 0 that you can see over here. We are getting 5 random samples, 5 random rows from our dataset. Let me write axis is equal to 1. Let me change it to 2. As you can see over here, now we are getting random columns from our dataset. 2 random columns from our dataset, because here I have mentioned n is equal to 2. Let me write n is equal to 3. As you can see over here, now we are getting 3 random columns from our dataset that you can see over here. So this way we can use axis 0 and axis 1. Axis 0 4 rows and axis 1 4 columns. Here also we can write columns or 1. Here also we can write index or 0. Both are same that you can see over here. Now we are getting 3 random rows from our dataset, because here axis is equal to index means 0. So now next, weights. So to explain you this concept of weights, here we are going to use this small data frame. So let me execute this cell that you can see over here, df1. So let me write df1 dot sample. Let me press shift tab over here to check the docstring of this method. So we are going to use this weights parameter of this method, which is by default none. So let's check the docstring of it. Weights, it can take string or ndarray, and also it is optional. Default none results in equal probability weighting. So let I show you this practically. So here I am going to create Python list with different weights 0.1, 0.5, 0.8, 0.3 and 0.2. So let me write n is equal to 3. We want 3 random samples from our data frame. So here we can write weights is equal to this value w. Now it consider this probability for our 5 samples. So let me execute this cell that you can see over here. So this way we can provide probability values in Python list. So please remember, if I remove this, it will generate the error, because here by default axis is equal to 0. Let me check why it is generated value error. As you can see over here, weights and axis to be sampled must be of same length. As you can see over here, total we are having 5 rows. So weight must be of same length. So let me write 0.2 that you can see over here. So here is 5 rows. So here required 5 probability values. Same for axis is equal to 1. Here we are having 2 columns. So here must be 2 probability values. Otherwise it will generate the error. Next question. So please remember, this sample method we can use with pandas data frame and pandas series both. So let me write df1, this one, this small data frame, and let me access one column of it. As you know, one column of the data frame is nothing but pandas series that you can see over here. So df1 and name column. Here also we can apply this sample method. N is equal to 3 that you can see over here. So we can use this sample method with pandas series and also with the pandas data frame. Still, if you have any doubt or query, please write in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe. If you like this video, smash that like button. Thank you very much for watching this video. Take care. Bye bye.